Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. My name is Dr. Vidya from Shri Shri Tattva. Today, we will speak on the topic care during common fevers and myths associated with it. Irrespective of age, every one of us would have been afflicted by fever at least once in a lifetime. Fever is called as Jwara in Ayurveda. And the topic of fever is a very vast topic which is dealt in Ayurveda with utmost importance. So over here, we will not be touching all that. We will see what can we do when we have fever generally. So what remedies we can do at home, what care can be taken. Especially if we have children at home, it would be one of the common reasons why we would be visiting a doctor. But as adults, as we grow up, we feel that we are experts in handling fever, and sometimes we resort to self medications. And that at times doesn't work. And we only take an advice when things get worse. So, this topic on fever, it might look a little simple, but if fever is not properly tackled, it can lead to severe complications. So let's see what Ayurveda has to say about it. There are a lot of myths associated when it comes to having a fever. Sometimes the wrong care what we do, or the wrong food habits what we do while having a fever could be a reason why many of us could be getting recurrent fevers. We all know that fever is when our body temperature is higher than normal. That is, it is more than 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. According to Ayurveda, fever can be caused by various reasons. It could be because of improper food. It could be because of excessive exercise or external injury, even fear, anger. All this could be some reasons which can trigger fever. So when such imbalances happen, the Vata, Pitta, Kapha, that is the doshas. So Vata is the air element, Pitta is the fire element, Earth is the water element. So all these get imbalanced and it disturbs the digestive fire and starts obstructing the channels. So when the channels are obstructed, naturally the temperature of the body raises up. So basically, if you see, fever is commonly a natural response to an infection. So whenever we have a fever, our immune system gets triggered. So our immune system, it launches an attack to remove the cause. So in a very subtle way, if you see that, fever is also a sign that our body is healthy and is capable of fighting an infection. And in children, especially in school-going children, you will see we always see that fever is very common. Why? Because the immune system is yet to become more stronger. But nowadays, even in adults, there are many who get recurrent fever. Once in a while, maybe once in a year or maybe once in 2 years, having a fever is a little okay. Why? Because it helps to flush out a lot of toxins in the body. But if we have recurrent fever, that is fever once in a week or once in a month or every month, this needs to be addressed. Now, why does this happen? Why do we get fever every time we take the medicines? Then why does this happen? So here Ayurveda says that the main reason is we try to suppress the fever with very strong medicines immediately when there is a rise in temperature. Haven't we all done that? We actually know what medicine to take when we have a fever. So, but Ayurveda says that initially, when the fever starts, we shouldn't suppress it with very strong medicines. Because when we suppress a fever with very strong medicines, it is actually the immune system has not actually flushed out the toxins. The whole toxins it gets locked up in the system, And whenever there is a favorable condition, like, when there is a seasonal change, or when your body becomes weak, it triggers again and you get a fever again. So this is what happens for people who get recurrent fever. Most of the time when they have fever, this is the phenomenon what is happening. We try to suppress it with very strong medicines. But Ayurveda says that when fever starts, especially in the initial few hours, we shouldn't suppress it with very strong medicines. Because when we do that, we are actually, our immune system is getting activated. We are slowly, the immune system gets a little stronger. Now, what do we do during this time? Especially now, we need to suppress. We shouldn't suppress with strong medicine. So what should we do according to Ayurveda? uh, Ayurveda advises that we should be doing langhana. Langhana is also called upavas. We must have heard this. Upavas is fasting. We are all aware of this term. So don't worry. So fasting doesn't mean that you don't eat at all for 3 days, but eat only when you're hungry. Or if you don't feel like eating, it is okay. Just fast for some time. Haven't we observed that whenever we have a fever, actually we don't feel like eating? But then we have this thought in our mind that, oh, I've taken some medicines and we feel a lot of tiredness. So tiredness is because of the fever. And what we think usually, we think that if we don't have food, we will become even more tired. If you remember, I had told in the beginning, when we have a fever, our digestive capacity is very, very low. It is very, very weak. So, all the more when we eat a lot of food, when we eat heavy food, especially heavy food, this could be one of the reasons why fever takes a long time to leave in for some people. Also, it can even raise our temperature also when we stuff ourselves with food. So for any kind of fever, whatever be the fever, we need to see that we don't stuff ourselves with food, with heavy food especially. People having any underlying illnesses, especially people having diabetes, it would be difficult for them to fast for a longer time. So for them, we can have light food, but we shouldn't have heavy food, especially eating non-veg during that time, or eating a lot of fried and oily food. So this will actually not help our system. So here, as I told you earlier, fever actually, if it is when it is a natural process, a lot of toxins get removed from our system. But when it is not addressed in a proper way, it still stays in the system and causes a lot of problems. So what we need to do during this time is take sips of warm water. In between, we can just keep sipping warm water. We can take some medicated water also, like add some dry ginger, or pepper can be used, or coriander. So all this will actually help in reducing the fever. If we feel like having food, like sometimes, especially people who have some underlying illness, it is not advised that they go for a complete fast. We can have some light food, but see that it could be something like kanji or rice gruel. Add some pepper to it and have. You can even make some homemade soups. Homemade soups, don't it's not a cream of the soup. Homemade soup, very clear soup, light soup. And even you can see that anything light, it shouldn't be heavy. You needn't stuff yourself with a lot of food. This is very, very important, because a digestive power is very, very weak during this time. So initially, when there is fever, some few medicines what we can use is amrit. So amrit is a very good herb, which it is also available in a tablet form in Sri Sri Tattva. It is a good antipyretic. It is a good immunomodulator, and it helps in reducing the fever. So when we use herbal medicines, it is actually supporting the immune system to flush out the toxins. We are not suppressing over here. And if we have a fever on a higher grade, Jwarakirti Vati can be used, which is available in Sri Sri Tattva. If fever sometimes get associated with a lot of chest congestion, running nose, you can use Tulsi tablet, Vyagradi can be used. And people having severe phlegm or severe congestions, there is a very good herb called Kabasura tablet. This is also available in Sri Sri Tattva. So Kabasura is basically a Siddha formulation, but it is very effective, especially when it comes to having an infection. So whenever you have an infection, Kabasura tablet, you can have Kabasura also. Some home remedies also, what you can do is, if you have tulsi at home and you have a little bit of congestion, take 10 leaves of tulsi with 2 peppercorns. You can just chew it like you have a betel leaf. You can just chew it in the evening hours. It's very good to remove the congestion in the chest. Or if you have turmeric at home, if you have a little bit of cough associated, you can have, or a little bit of itching in the throat, what you can do is turmeric with little pepper and honey can be taken. Just keep taking it in between. And you can also take gargling with salt water. Steam inhalations is advised only when you have a running nose. When you have a running nose, you can take a little bit of steam inhalations. So basically, whenever we have fever, what Ayurveda says is we actually need to take a proper rest to avoid a lot of things at that time. Usually we have that feeling, usually our body has a tendency to take rest. Our body really wants to take rest, but sometimes we don't give that. But whenever we have a fever, see that, you take a blanket, cover yourself and see that you sweat it out. So when we sweat out, when there is profuse sweat, it is a sign that the fever has gone from our body. After the fever gets over, 1 or 2 days after you try all this, after 2 days, 1 or 2 days after the fever subsides, another thing what we actually forget is to keep a check on our digestive system. See, we don't do this actually. Usually what happens, we take medicines for 4 days, and after that we continue on the same lifestyle. We eat the same food, whatever we want, we start eating. But here we need to see that, are we able to actually digest the food what we have? So here, to improve the digestive fire, we can use Ajamoda Arka, 10 drops with warm water. You can use it twice daily. Or you can use Devavati or Haritaki. Haritaki is an excellent herb which can be used, because after 3 days of fever, when you take Haritaki, it not only kindles your digestive fire, it is a good laxative also. Also, it helps in proper absorption of nutrients and improves the colon function. So basically, when we have Haritaki, whatever, even if there is any remnants of any toxins which is left in the system, even that gets flushed out. So after having a fever, Ayurveda always says that the pachana, that is the digestive fire, needs to be enhanced. We shouldn't go and immediately take some solid foods. We might be totally okay. We might be relieved of fever. Everything would look normal. But attending to the digestive fire is very important, because that is when we slowly get to have a stronger immune system. So having a stronger immune system is very important. So how do we maintain that? It is when we attend to our body and mind. So how we attend to the body? According to the seasonal changes, when we make changes in our food, our lifestyle, this brings a lot of change. Fever is usually common when there is a seasonal change. So those time, if we follow according to the seasonal regimen, which an Ayurveda doctor can always guide you, this will really help. And to make our mind more stronger, to improve the immunity, we need to do some pranayama meditation, because it really strengthens our immune system. Also, we can use Shakti drops. This is also available in Sri Sri Tattva. 6 drops in a glass of water can be taken daily. We can even use turmeric plus. It is very good to be taken, especially if you have a lot of phlegm in your system. If you are a person who gets a recurrent cold or fever, turmeric plus is also a very effective medicine. Sometimes, there is a distaste in the mouth when we have fever. We don't, so that is because our digestive system, our digestive fire is yet to be kindled. So there is a very a good recipe which you can actually follow. You can have it with kanji also, and take a little bit of this whenever, if you feel that distaste in the mouth. So that is lemon leaves around 200, and curry leaves around half a cup, little bit of asafoetida, lemon juice 1 tablespoon, tamarind, a marble sized tamarind, and a little bit of salt. You can make a ball out of it and keep it. You don't need to use the whole thing, and little by little bit, when you use it with either with a rice gruel or whatever light food you have, it kindles the digestive fire. This is a homemade traditional recipe which is followed in Ayurveda. It's very good. So this can be followed. So basically, few things what we need to remember when we have a fever is, the first thing is, do not suppress the fever immediately with strong medicines. That is the first point. We needn't suppress it immediately. For the first few hours, how do we help in reducing? Keep sipping some hot water. You can take even medicated water, or try out some herbal medicines. And remember that whenever the fever is very high, when you know that when you have tried a few of these home remedies and if it is not working, it is very important that you need to take a doctor's advice. Usually what we do is we keep trying and trying the same thing. There are many people who do this. We take the same medicine the first day, second day, third day, and we still wait that the fever. And sometimes there are people who even wait for a week to get rid of the fever. Now, this is not actually advised. Whenever we know that the fever we are not able to handle, especially in the initial stages, even after doing langhana or fasting, even after eating less food or avoiding food till we have hunger, even after doing all this, if nothing works out, it is important that we take a doctor's advice. Also, a few things to be avoided when we have a fever is Ayurveda says is having a bath during that time is not much necessary, because usually we actually feel like lying down. We don't feel like doing anything. So even if you don't feel like having a bath, it is also totally okay. If you feel like usually people who really feel like having a bath, what you can always do is just wipe your body with a warm cloth, but not advised to take a bath. Especially avoid whatever, even if you take a warm bath, see that you don't wash your head. This is very important. Second thing is, people who are used to oiling their body daily, people who apply oil or abhyanga, who do abhyanga daily, this is contraindicated when we have a fever. We shouldn't be oiling our body, even our hair or any part of the body when we have fever. Avoid any physical exercise when we have fever, because especially if, people who go to gym regularly, or who do a lot of physical exercise, or even if it's yoga, it is advised, during when you have a fever, it is good that you take proper rest. Sometimes, when we wake up in the morning, when we have a fever, there could be chances that we might feel a vomiting tendency when we brush our teeth with a toothpaste. We can have a vomiting tendency. So if we have that tendency, if you have that vomiting tendency, what you can use is, instead of a toothpaste, you can even use a tooth powder. So this is good. Another thing what you need to avoid is, the term in Sanskrit, it is pradeha. Pradeha is application of any paste or any ointment or any lepa on the body. So here you can take it as creams what you apply. So many of us might be used to actually applying body lotion after taking a bath, or any moisturizer creams. Especially when you have a fever, see that you do not use these things. Why? Because when we have a fever, our sweat glands actually gets clogged. Actually, a sweat glands really gets clogged up. So when we apply over the more these products, the toxins are not expelled from our system. So fever is actually relieved when we sweat profusely. So we need to really sweat it out. So that is a sign that the fever has gone from our system. So these things we need to remember. So that is, it is not necessary that we take a bath. At least avoid head bath, avoid oiling your body, physical exercise. See that you avoid physical exercise, and if possible, traveling also. If unless it is very urgent, see that you stay at home. See that you keep yourself warm, and take care of yourself, especially when you have a fever. Because if fever is not handled in a proper way, fever is actually one of the important topics which is described in Ayurveda. Because if it is not handled properly, it can lead to n number of problems. It can really take your immune system on a toes. So this you need to always keep in mind. So if you have any questions, you can actually ask me if any questions are there. I'll take up some questions. So there was actually, for daily use, what should we do during the COVID times? So for daily, so what we need to do is, first is check with your food habits. See that, it is the season right now. It is a lot of a rainy season, and the climate itself is not favorable. So a digestive power during the season is already low. So see that you have light food during the season. Take sipping some warm water in between, and you can take herbal medicines to boost your immune system, like Amrit, Shakti drops, Amla, turmeric plus, or Kabasura Kudineer. So this will help in enhancing your immune system. And very important that we take some time to meditate. We do some pranayama. This is also very important, because if you remember in the beginning, I told you, even when we have anger or stress, it disturbs our digestive fire, and we can have a little bit of fever in the body. So all this is very important. The next question. So there was a question that what to do in children. So especially in small children, what we need to see that they also need to follow the same thing. We have this. We usually tell, especially when children have fever, we actually feed them with a lot of food. So better, unless the child feels hungry. Now, obviously, when the child feels hungry, the child would obviously say it. So unless they say it, we needn't actually stuff them with a lot of food. So in fact, during that time, even if they play with toys for some time, they when they engage themselves, when they do something, they actually start sweating out on their own. Or you can actually give some light food. So this can be done. And what do we do when we have a slight body pain, phlegm? So for this, Kapasura Kudineer is a very good tablet. And even if you have body pain, as I've told you, applying this lepa or applying any ointment on the body doesn't work. Why we have a body pain? It is a symptom associated with the fever. It is according to the fever. So whenever you have a body pain or chills or symptoms like that, see that you keep yourself warm. You can just cover yourself with a blanket and take good rest. Do not take an extra medicine for pain, for a body pain. If there are people, to coming to this point, another point, another wrong thing, what some people do is, whenever we have disturbances in our digestion, or diarrhea or vomiting, there could be a little bit of fever associated with it. So whenever there is fever, what people do is, since most of us are used to self medications, what we do is we take medicine for the fever. Here, taking medicine for the fever is not necessary at all. If the digestion is corrected, if your digestive system is corrected, that is more than enough. For phlegm, you can also use Talisadi Churna. This is also available in Sri Sri Tattva. Talisadi Churna you can take intermittently with honey. This can be used. Any other questions? How much water should we take during fever? More than usual or less than usual or usual? So here it is advised that do not take a glass of water. What I mentioned here is take sips of warm water in between, and sipping warm water is accordingly to what you feel like. Do not take a lot of water. It is not necessary, especially during a fever. Take sips of warm water. I get frequent sneezing during this climate, which blocks my nose. So what do we do? For anti-allergic medicines? For this, as I told you, take some steam inhalations. You can use Talisadi churna. This is very effective, or Sitopladi churna. This is also very effective for allergy. And for allergy especially, we need to actually do some pranayama also. This really helps, like Nadi Shodhan pranayama, or do some meditation. This really helps. So along with medicines, we need to do some pranayama. So what to do if headache and weakness is associated with phlegm? For all this, as I told you, the churna, Talisadi churna or Sitopladi churna is very effective. Or you can, even if it's a very severe headache, you can use Shirashulari Vati. This is also available in Shri Shri Tattva. But if you see, all these symptoms is associated with fever. So when fever is handled by taking a little bit of fasting or having light food, all these symptoms also disappear when the fever gets over. So if anybody wants to have consultation, you can mail to Shri Shri Tattva. My name is Dr. Vidya. You can just mail to them. And any more questions, you can leave a message in the comment box, or you can leave a mail to Shri Shri Tattva. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Jai Gurudev.